The scenery outside reminds me of my pride, reminds me of my will. At the windowsill, I sit and see the grays, the children they all play and laugh amongst themselves. Somehow remind me of myself on the merry-go-round.
So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Willie. I've been talking about it like crazy past few days. I'm sure y'all have realized it. Oh, hold on. Pulling out of a parking lot. Somebody's pulling in, trying not to crash. Anyway. LVS node. Battle Force validator. Pink unicorn. I'm not even sure who all else is involved in this thing, to be honest with you. I know that these guys have got massive connections, and they've launched this meme coin. Willy, Big Willy, Willy's muscle. It's on Solana. It's doing extremely well. Extremely well. We just lost 0, so it made it up to 100,000 market cap. Because it's them. Because these are people that we know, and we know well. We know that they're not going anywhere. We know this isn't a rug pull. We know that they're going to do everything that they possibly can to make it successful. They've already got staking in places. People are already staking the thing. I think they maybe need to work on a little bit of funding it, making sure the rewards don't run out or whatever. But, I mean, I'm not sweating that at all. I know that they'll get it together and figure it out. And because of the connections that I know they have in a lot of different sectors, I know that this thing is going to have, like, crazy support. I issued a challenge yesterday, and I think it was somewhere down around 4.0s, I don't know, 6 maybe, 4.05, 4.06. And I issued a challenge because it was going up and down. I said, if the thing if it loses 0, gets to 100,000 market cap, before I go to bed, I'll do one of my marathon live streams. Well, it was getting pretty close, and it was pretty obvious that it was absolutely going to hit it. But very shortly after I made that challenge, it's like they called in the troops, and the thing just started moving. I don't know what's going on over there, but I feel like they can move this thing at will. It's doing very, very well. So that's something to talk about. Again, it's Willy, Willy's muscle. On Dex Tools, it has some other name, I don't know, but I'll put the contract address in the message here. Go and check it out. It's got a ways to go still. I'm confident of that. All right. Second thing I want to talk about is BroC. BroC Classic. We spoke about that real quick, and that was also launched by some Terra Classic OGs. They have not elected at this point to reveal themselves, but that's coming. Okay, they're not going to stay, alias forever. And there are particular reasons why they're doing it this way, and it's really not a big deal. I wouldn't sweat it, right? We haven't talked about it a lot over the last couple of days, but I can tell you that there are a lot of conversations, kind of meetings that are happening, that I'm privy to, that I'm in on. And some ideas are being floated, some partnerships are being talked about, collaborations, and it's on Binance Smart Chain. The reason for that is because that's what CZ had asked for, right? He asked for meme coins named after his dog, BroC, on the Binance Smart Chain. So that's what happened, and it will stay there, but I do believe that conversations are being had about bridging it over to Terra Classic. You know that all these people, it doesn't matter where they create something, they're never going to forget about home. They're never going to forget where they came from. And so in one way or another, it's going to benefit the chain. It's going to benefit LUNC. So that's happening. So even though you may not see a lot going on, I'll tell you, I held Queen, right, by Coach Bruce. I held queen for the longest damn time. I got in on it very, very early, and it looked dead for the longest. It was just flatlined. I forgot about it, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden, one day it just started moving, and it started moving and moving. And all of a sudden, here come all the videos, and the thing was more than alive. It's thriving. So understand that when we told you about broccoli, or when I told you about broccoli, it was very, very early, and that was the purpose. The purpose was to give you the opportunity, not because I thought that the thing was ready to go and it was going to be, going crazy right away. I knew that there was a lot of work that needed to be done, but I also know the guys that are doing the work, and I know their dedication to get it done. So I gave you the opportunity to get in on literally the ground floor, on the foundation. So some people maybe don't see a lot going on right now, and so they've left and gone into other things, and that's your prerogative, right? It's all I did was give you the opportunity, tell you, listen, here's this thing, here's what's happening with it. So it's up to you if you want to grab some, and it's still kind of the bottom floor, or if you have some and you just holding on to it. Things are coming. Things are in the works, okay? I wouldn't tell you they were if they weren't. And if I ever found out that all of a sudden they weren't, I would tell you immediately, okay? All right, the last thing, and, my ride or die, my good friend, JURIS protocol. We got, I've seen it already anyway, but you guys got a sneak preview of the user interface, the user experience, basically what it's all going to look like, okay? Some of the web pages or whatever, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think that you would agree. But one of the main pages that was shown to you was staking, and so there's been a lot lately being posted about staking of JURIS. Staking is coming, staking is coming. Well, when is staking coming? Conversation that we kind of had a little bit in the developer group. It can't hold me to this, right? But we probably won't see staking like next week or even next month. It's probably still a couple of months off. But it is coming. It is being developed along with a lot of other things. The website, as far as I know, is almost ready to go. Our co-dev is working on the animations. I think the animations and just some little tweaks with the mobile connect or something like that, that he feels that he will be able to actually show us. I don't know about a final product. Anyway, he's going to show us something next week. So that's happening. It's happening, relatively quickly. When it's all said and done, it's going to knock you off your feet. So that's what's happening with that. But everything is coming to fruition. I think I'm still holding to it. I think JURIS protocol is ready to go middle of Q2, absolutely within Q2. And, barring some crazy unforeseen issues, if everything stays the way it is right now, that prediction that LL gave you of maybe the end of Q2 is pretty accurate, and there's a possibility that we could even see it maybe even a little before that, maybe in a beta form. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I know they need to test it all. But these things are coming, man. It is going to be one hell of a summer with all this stuff that's going on. So, I hope you've got the spare powder. I hope you can get in on some of these things, but don't panic when you don't hear information or any alpha about something for a few days or a week or whatever. It's being done. It's being built. And like I said, if all of a sudden anything goes belly up and it's like, oh, we're not working on that, I will let you know. But I don't see that being the case. All right. I should probably have my seatbelt on. And I'm coming up on some cops, so I'm going to let you go. Talk to you later. Ciao.